The number one issue that is never talked about is 9/11, 9/11, 9/11, 9/11. I'm telling you right now, I know people are shocked by that. You would think, well, aren't we talking about it? No. Is there something to talk about? Yes. Do I have to be careful here on YouTube? Yes. Very careful. But the other day there was an incident was terrific because Alex Jones was on speaking with Tucker Carlson. They were speaking about this fascinating story about a show that aired 6 months before the World Trade Center towers fell. And it's Fox's forgotten pilot episode, The Lone Gunmen. And it depicted rogue U.S. government factions basically remotely hijacking a passenger jet to crash into the World Trade Center. This was it. And the purpose, according to this, was to ignite war, boost weapons sales, consolidate control, promote the military-industrial complex. This was 6 months before. 6 months. Now, does this sound familiar? Yeah. This wasn't just close. The plot mirrored 9/11 frame for frame. And except in the show, the attack is stopped. But in real life, we were told it was just a failure of imagination, just bad luck, just chaos. Even though Condoleezza Rice talked about that, remember the PDB, the Presidential Daily Briefings, basically spoke specifically to this. But they were saying this was just, they hated our freedom, and we just kind of moved on. But here's the kicker. Alex Jones was talking about false flags and inside jobs months before it happened. Months. We know all about this. You can see it. And it was through this incredibly important sit-down with Tucker Carlson that he finally addressed this. And maybe people for the first time are learning about this, how globalists perhaps can use predictive programming to reveal their plans, to desensitize the public, to dodge karmic blowback by telling us ahead of time everything that happens. How many times have we talked about? Look what the Matrix has done. Look at the notion of Minority Report and how predictive programming and the like. They hide it in fiction and in plain sight and in satire and entertainment and comedy. Why? Because legally and spiritually, they believe if they warn us, even symbolically, listen to me, they're off the hook. It's kind of like you were told this. You knew about this. Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson laid it out. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is conspiracy practice, conspiracy reality. So we have to stop pretending this was just some spooky coincidence. Why were NORAD and the Pentagon running drills that morning involving, of all things, hijacked planes? We've been talking, we have the list of the war games. And the reason why that's important is that whenever you have war games going on, it's very easy for a game to go hot. And the confusion. Imagine there is a drill going on of a hijacking drill. And you learn of a hijacking. And you call somebody up and say, hey, Jerry, there's a hijacking. I know, Bob, it's the drill. No, I mean a real one. This is the drill. No, I mean really, Jerry. I know this. You're just no. I did that. They used to say years ago, the best time to rob a bank is when the police are doing bank robbery drills. So why did no mainstream media outlet ever cover the Lone Gunmen connection? Not even. I mean, just kind of isn't this interesting? Why? Why does Hollywood rehearse real tragedies before they happen? They're not writing the stories. They're conditioning us. They're acclimating people. Maybe the truth isn't out there. Maybe it's scripted. Maybe it's staged. Maybe it's broadcast. Then memory hold when it hits too close to home. I don't know, but we should be talking about this. And now, thanks to independent voices like Tucker and Alex, we're questioning this. This is, I think, and I hope I'm correct in this. We're getting closer than ever to asking these questions, my friends. And it's critical that we do this. How did this happen? I thought we weren't supposed to forget about this. Are we done asking questions? Is that it? Do we ask certain things? You can ask certain questions, or has everything been revealed? One of the reasons why they don't want you to go and investigate the JFK assassination or the Bobby Kennedy assassination or MLK or even Epstein for that matter is because they want you to stop asking questions once the official message has been given, once the official order has been given that it's done, move on, shut up. That is precisely what this is about. It's to tell you, we tell you when to stop asking questions. We tell you, not you. There's nothing to see here. But let me tell you something. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new president. There's a new administration. There's a new sensibility. There's a new everything. And many of us who for the longest time had to just kind of go away and go to other platforms and kind of hide out till the coast was clear are now coming out because the coast is clear. We're seeing it more and more. Bobby Kennedy's talking about vaccines. We're talking about biomedical and medical martial law. We're seeing things that are so important and so critical for the first time. And we can't let this moment go by. I said this the other day, and I will say it again. That was one of the most important and critical messages ever. And Tucker feels a sense of renewed invigoration. Alex is telling people for the first time how he was the subject of a witch hunt and how everybody who thought they knew everything about Sandy Hook, who thought they knew everything about that case, now we're finding out they knew nothing. Listen to me. Don't let this moment go by. Don't let this moment go by without recognizing the fact that we're in charge now. And if you think that you know everything about the day that we've been told we'll never forget, then that means you've forgotten it. I was here that day, that Tuesday. My wife and I were here. And I saw things and others. When you're in the thick of it, it didn't look anything like I saw on TV. And why do you think that is? Think about this, my friends. Please like this video. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And 60-70% of the people who watch these videos don't subscribe. It's important and critical that you subscribe, and I ask you, and more importantly, please comment, dear friends, comment as you see fit.